I want to thank T Maxey for sending me this article. This one is another Waffle House situation, this time coming out of Saraland, Alabama, where you had this young lady who you see in this picture by the name of Shakisha Clemens. I'm using this picture because I don't want to post up the other one, even if it is blurred out, where she was being wrestled and tackled by those two pigs. So basically, you have this woman who was in the Waffle House, and they claim that she was acting erratic and whatnot, and then that she wouldn't leave, and then the cops were called on her, and then she was wrestled to the ground by these two cops. And the thing is, this woman had on a dress, and then all of a sudden, when they was grabbing onto her, her dress started to fall, and it started exposing her breast. And that's why they had to blur out everything. I think that's what pissed me off about the whole thing. What pissed me off even more about it is the fact that people just stood around or sat there and kept eating like nothing was happening. I'm telling you, these states right here, Alabama, Tennessee, Texas, Florida, and a few others, I could never visit them. Well, I've been to Florida, but that was years ago. But I could never go back there right now or visit the other states. Well, Texas, I've been there too, but that was even longer ago than Florida. But I was just going there to visit family, and I haven't really been back since. But a lot of these places I could never ever go to. Hell, it's gotten to the point where some places I wouldn't even want to fly over them. I just want no parts. But it was really fucked up to see what they did to this woman. And what's even more messed up is that they've released, they said Waffle House released a statement saying that the officers acted appropriately when it came to arresting her. Now, I wonder if you had an officer in there that say, I don't know, like Muhammad Noor, who did this to a white woman, would he have acted appropriately? After all, they are sent a lynch mob after that man, after he did what he was supposed to do in the case of that Justine chick. But they want to put his head on a swivel. And I'm not talking about the people here. I'm talking about the people in Australia, because that's where she's from. All the way from across the pond, they mad. Now, we know if the roles was changed and this was a white woman and these were black cops that did this, then it would have been a problem. If y'all remember, it was an incident last year where this erratic drunk white girl had to be carried out of a football game because she was acting crazy, and she slapped this black cop on the back of his head 2 times, and he slapped her head so hard her head popped back like a goddamn Pez dispenser, and they tried to make a big deal out of that. But of course, it didn't really go far because they basically said he was acting within his rights because they saw that she hit him 2 times. See, they don't like it when we deal with them, but they can deal with us and it's okay. Look at what happened with those, those 2 cops in Louisiana. I don't have to go into complete detail over and over again because you know what story I'm talking about. But see, that's the thing. We can get dealt with by them, but we can't deal with them on our own accord. That's how they have this whole shit set up. Always has been, always unfortunately will be. Now, I don't know what's going to come of this particular case. See, the thing is, what they don't want this to turn into another Starbucks situation. And people are saying boycott Waffle House. Well, let me tell you something right now. I live in Maryland. I would have to drive a few hours down south just to get to a Starbucks. To a Waffle House. Because I think the closest Waffle House to me is like somewhere in mid-Virginia somewhere, and that's hours away from me. That's probably, a good 2.5, 3 hours away. So I don't have to worry about trying to get to a Waffle House. Starbucks, I can easily dodge them. But they don't want another Starbucks incident. So they are going to try their hardest to bury this story. Watch. Give it a couple days, they probably not going to really mention it anymore. The one that overpowered it most was definitely the one with the shooting. And they're going to buffer that one up to bury this one. Because they don't want the whole, it was a racial thing that came out of it. That's not what they want. Their PR team is on this case like white on rice. But if there's some money that she can snatch up out of this, I say take it. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.